right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is episode 8 of the Dog and Chicken Show, and have a little fun for you guys today. Tony, you wanna? This was your idea, so I'll let you introduce a little bit of what we're gonna talk about today, and then I got some other stuff to throw at you when we're done with this.
All right, sounds good. We today are delving into what is known as the Mandela Effect. If you do not know what the Mandela Effect is, it kind of became popular, I want to say around 2009, let's say that. It's called the Mandela Effect because it originates with many people seemingly remembering Nelson Mandela passing away in prison in the late 80s, which that didn't actually happen. He got out of prison and he passed away, was it not that long ago? Actually, I'm
It
going to
was in
look
the
that up.
early 2000s, I believe, like
Yeah,
2003 or 2013, something like
yeah.
that.
Nelson Mandela
So
died.
So this slowly turns into what a lot of conspiracy theorists, I'll put quotations on it
Yep,
because it's some people just have fun with it more than anything.
December 5th, 2013. So yeah,
Okay.
pretty recent, which is why this is so weird for a lot of people who seemingly remember him dying in prison. And why this caught my attention, a few years ago was because I always kind of thought that he did too, but now that I think back, am I just remembering that because that's what other people remembered, or did I actually remember that? The Mandela effect essentially is either you believe in the theory that things are changing in our reality, or we are falsely remembering things due to outside interpretation, outside interference, making our memories jarbled. Because the human brain works on such an interesting pattern that it does not take much to trick yourself into believing things. Like if you look at police witness reports, it's it's crazy to see how much they can change in even like a 5 minute time span because our brains constantly lie to us. Our brain is always working and it's always going to be affecting its own memories. So that's where the false memory thing is so big on this theory against the idea that we are having these crazy glitches in the matrix and having past things that happened one way changing into another way.
So the interesting part with them though, T, is you got masses across the country and across the world that remember the same thing and it's incorrect. So little things like what's the Kit Kat bar logo actually look like? Now
Yes.
that can easily be explained away because the two images they may show you look really, really, really similar,
Yep.
and a lot of people would be wrong just because they know proper grammar and when to put a hyphen in and when not to put a hyphen in.
The big one for me was do you remember the name of the cartoon family of bears? What's their name?
The Bernstein Bears.
That's what you spell that just off the top of your head.
Oh, Bernstein Bears. So like Bernstein.
Okay, now I want you to go ahead and pull that up on your screen. Just Google them, pull that up on like Google, and put that on the screen for us. The thing with this specific one is there are a lot of people who remember it distinctly as I do, as it being Bernstein Bears. I had all these books when I was a kid, and I distinctly remember it being the Bernstein Bears. In fact, Phil came over to the garage one time. My mom dropped a bunch of books off, and it blew my mind when I saw it. I picked it up, I covered the name, I said, Phil, what's the name of these bears? And he said, just like you did, Bernstein Bears. Go ahead, pull that up.
So here are several images of actual book covers
Yeah, how
of the
would you pronounce that?
Berenstain Bears. Stain.
Yeah, the Bernstein. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a mind fuck the first time you see it. Because, yeah, I specifically remember it being the Bernstein Bears. That just rolls off the tongue easier. Maybe that's why we all remember it that way. But still, that blew my mind the first time I saw that. I mean,
How do you
granted,
think? How do you think the authors? What is it? Stan and Jan Berenstain.
yeah.
Everybody in the world thinks their last name's Berenstain or Berenstein.
I know, it's weird. Yeah, like they're probably like, why are they all these idiots thinking that it was ever Bernstein? But yeah, it is because you remember it one way, but like you said, so many people remember one specific thing, and it all is one certain way, and then all of a sudden it's not. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but at the same time, yeah, it's that false memory thing. So yeah, that's the big one for me. The Mandela thing specifically. There's a lot of very common ones, and I'm just gonna.
Well, here, T. I pulled up.
You got a few pulled up?
There's a quiz on here.
Okay,
and
yeah.
We'll do this. And you can follow along at home. And maybe you think I'm an idiot and I picked the wrong ones or whatever. But we're gonna scroll through here, so you can find this at testmandelaeffect.com. There are several different quizzes on there. We're just gonna go through logos and images. We can do another one if we want to. So here we go.
You're gonna be pissed at how many of these you get wrong.
Right. So I distinctly remember there being the little dash in there.
There is not a dash. I guarantee you, it is.
I'm
not a
going
dash.
from what I remember. I remember Pikachu. That one just looks better to me. Sorry, I scrolled down too fast. Obviously, the difference has the black and no black on the tail.
Yeah, that's a more recent one I've discovered, and I don't remember it one way or the other. If I had to say it was right, I think it's just yellow, but I could be wrong on that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't big into Pokemon.
Looney Tunes, I remember it being this way. For whatever reason, that one does not look familiar at all. And when I see the word tunes spelled that way, I think it's music.
Yeah.
Staples. Did it have a weird L?
You know,
I remember a weird L. I do.
I do too. All right. Yeah, because I think it's supposed to be a staple.
I remember a monocle.
Stop on that one right there. That is what Rich Uncle Pennybags, I think is his name. Monopoly guy, sure. He does not have a monocle. You are falsely remembering that because of the Peanut Man.
I still remember a monocle.
Nope.
Well, I'm clicking it anyway. That's what I remember. Fruit Loops. I remember the cereal.
Yeah, that's what I remember, having the double O's. That's what I remember.
And we are also I already got this one wrong, so I'll click the wrong one because I know that's what I remembered. So we'll see how bad this is.
I don't remember this one. Actually, I do. I
remember a curl on the F.
I saw this both ways on a video I watched this, and it dates way, way, way back. And I think the curl was there, and then on another street corner right across, it wasn't there. So that one I think could go both ways.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right, we're going with that one. I actually owned a Volkswagen for a while, and I really remember the line in there.
I don't. Weirdly enough.
We're going with it.
Okay.
And then, so this wasn't just for apple cider. They did candies, too. Was it Bragg or Bragg's? I remember no S.
I want to say it's just Bragg, yeah.
All right.
I think it's just Bragg.
So there's the first round. Oh, boy, here we go.
No, I think there's a double page.
Double stuff. Did it have one or two Fs?
Oh, I want to say two.
Two looks right. It's probably
Well, it is right, grammatically speaking.
right. Is it depend or
is-
depends?
It's just depend. You
re-
just get
Everybody
people
always says
refer
depends.
to exactly. People say that, but it's depend. I'm pretty sure.
I'll go with Tony's answer on this one. Hopefully, you folks are keeping up at home here. Did Skittles have a dot? You damn right it had a dot.
Where's the
Why
dot?
would you not put a dot?
Oh, yeah.
It looks so weird without a dot.
I'm torn on that one. And C-3PO, yes, he has a silver leg.
Does he?
Yes. Absolutely.
Why don't I remember that? I'm a Star Wars guy. Why don't I remember that?
Because it was always on very pale backgrounds like the desert, so it blended in very, very easily. It was always there. Always was there. And I didn't know. I did notice this when I was younger, but it took me a few years before I recognized it. But yeah, people now think it was never there, but it's definitely silver.
So this one, most people click the ME.
It's A.
It is A.
It A.
I remember
It sing the song.
Yeah,
Sing.
exactly. That's the giveaway right there.
Yep.
This one's tough.
That is tough.
I think it has an EY.
You might be right. I think you're right.
We'll find out.
I think it is an E.
I strictly remember it being cheez-it. No
yeah,
S.
there's no S. Look at that. Look how crude that S is. There's no way that's right.
That looks
I
weird.
think
But
it
why is there a
doesn't look
line
right.
by that T there? Is that edited out? I'm
Yeah.
going with cheese-it.
It. That is
Jif.
no.
It's
Jif.
Jif. I remember Jiffy though, like a something about Jiffy that does
You
look right, but I know
are-
Jif is.
You
is
are
for real.
falsely remembering that because of Skippy and Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy, Skippy, Pop,
Yep.
and Chick-fil-A. I believe there's no.
That one I don't know because we didn't have them here. We just started getting Chick-fil-A's around here.
We had some in Lincoln. I think there's one up. No, there isn't one in Sioux Falls yet. Okay. I
Slight.
remember a slight smirk.
Yeah.
Like she smirks, but yeah. All right, let's see how we did,
All right.
folks.
I guarantee you got about most of that first page wrong.
We got 11 of 20.
Hey,
So
that's better than I thought.
that is better. So we're wrong.
Yep,
She's got a
figured.
noticeable smirk.
Okay, I figured.
We were wrong. There is a K. Really? Okay. We're right on Jif. We were
Yep.
right on Cheez-It. Go figure. We're
Yep.
right on the food.
Yeah, I know. What's
JC
that tell
Penney,
you?
we got.
Two guys who worked
Oscar
in
Mayer, once
grocery.
again, we got the food. You were right on the silver leg. I was
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, it looks weird the first time you notice it, but it's truly there.
We missed a
There-
food. There is no dot and skill.
I wondered.
What is
Okay.
wrong with this world?
I don't know. That one, it looks right both ways to me. I don't know.
That's what she said. There's another one. Depend. You were right. I was wrong. We were both wrong on double stuff. There's
Wow,
only
yeah,
one
okay.
F. Why would, if it's double, why wouldn't you put two Fs? Doesn't that just make sense?
Why grammatically do it incorrectly for no payoff? I don't get it. Whatever.
It's Nabisco.
Way to go, Nabisco.
And we
Brag.
were both correct on Bragg.
Yep.
I was correct on the Volkswagen.
Good
There
man.
is a line. And I
Did
own
not
two
remember it.
Fords, so I better get that one right. And, of course, the Berenstain Bears
Yeah.
we already knew. We got Fruit
Okay.
Loops right. So
I was just say that there's no way because that doesn't even look right now.
you were right on the monocle.
Yep.
That one still bothers me. Didn't, at least in the board game, didn't he have a monocle? Like on the, no?
Nope. Absolutely not. That's the Mr. Peanut, Planner's Peanut, man.
We got
Everybody
Staples
remembers.
correct.
See, that's what I knew that one was wrong. It is Toons, because it should be Toons. It should be.
So I think I've seen this one before because it isn't it flipped with Tiny Toons? Because Tiny Toons is spelled correctly.
Yes, that is correct. And this one, I want to say I remember it being Tunes because like with Merry Melodies was also a thing. So
Yeah.
I think that's why, because of the music references.
Okay.
Okay.
We were wrong on Pikachu.
Yep.
Well, you were right, I guess.
See, I could have gone either way on that one. I don't remember for sure. Yep, no hyphen.
Yep, and no hyphen on Kit Kat. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I've done a few of these. Especially, you brought this up to me, almost a week ago of, hey, have you ever heard of this? I'm like, yeah, but I haven't delved into it in a few
Oh,
years.
it gets deep.
Oh, it does. But, man, I did one the other day, and it was like 15 questions. I only got one right. It was bad.
Wait a minute. Okay. Does the cartoon of Flintstones, does that have a T as in Flint, or is it just Flynn Stones?
It has a T.
Flintstone. Yes, you are correct.
I know how to
That's-
spell, people. What up?
Well, and that's the thing. But I mean, with brand recognition, they purposely spell things wrong so things stand out. So that's why you can't trust your brain all the time with these, because it's something you see the brand, you don't read it because you're just familiarized with it. you never really think about the fact that it's spelled wrong. So when you try to remember, you want to spell it right. This one, what does the witch say in Snow White to her mirror?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
That is incorrect. It is magic mirror on the wall.
I call foul, sir. I do not remember that.
Pull it up. That is absolutely magic mirror on the wall. And what does Forrest Gump say on the bench to the lady in the opening scene?
So this one's funny because I have looked this one up before because I see people put this at work. I'll see them put it in their email tags, like on their signature. They'd be like, life is like a box of chocolates. No, life was like a box of chocolates. Go back, YouTube it. Everybody that's listening, life was like a box of chocolates. Not life is a box of chocolates like most people think. Life was like a box of chocolates.
That is correct. It was. What does Darth Vader say to Luke in Empire Strikes Back?
This one bothers me so bad because I remember as a kid, me and my brothers, we'd get a fan and we'd like speak into the back of the fan, so you'd get that effect to it.
Yeah, just like Tommy Boy.
Luke, I am your father. We used to say it all the time, right after we watched the movie.
Yeah, but no, he says no. I am your father. That's a big one. Because, I remember it that way, too. And I think a lot of it is because everybody started saying it one way. And even Chris Farley says it, Luke, I am your father, I believe in Tommy Boy. Like you said, into the fan. But no, it's no, I am your father. And that one bothered me the first time I realized that, too.
I'm just going to say me and my brother said it way before Tommy Boy ever thought of coming out.
So, yeah, those are some of the big ones. I want to say there was another one I can't seem to find now.
What about, wasn't there one with Curious George?
Yeah.
Does
he have it? Does he have a tail?
Here we go. Yeah, does he have... Now, this one just... Again, this is one of those ones. I got a whole screen here of different ones. So, here's Curious George.
He doesn't have a tail.
So, I know that's the correct answer, but looking at it, that just looks so weird to me.
It should, because monkeys have tails. Well, some do, some don't. He does not.
Should we play this one?
Play it.
Okay.
That one
or white? It's. Oh.
That should be white.
I'm going with this one.
I would. That one.
What's the error in the painting? Isn't it a pitchfork? Doesn't it have 4?
No. The problem is she is. Wait, no. That one's bothering me. Actually, it just kind of looks awkward.
Is she supposed to be looking, or is he supposed to be having a shovel?
No, it's a pitchfork.
I always thought it was a pitchfork too.
She should be looking straight ahead. That would be my guess. I haven't looked at that one for a long time.
Or she should be older.
Yeah, that's got to be it, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. That one's messing with me.
Johnny Walker, Black Label. Is it spelled I-E or Y? You probably have a bottle of this laying around. Go check.
I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna say Y.
All right, let's go with Y. Is it Rubix with an X or Rubix with a K? I remember K.
X. It's gotta be.
I'll click that one. I'm gonna disagree. This one we both know the right answer to, even though it looks weird.
It does.
Chuck E. Cheese. Or Chuck E. Cheese's.
I think it's just cheese, but people say it cheeses. And I think that's why people misremember it. Okay. Volvo has...
It has an arrow.
Yeah, it does. It's like the male symbol.
Yeah. Okay. Vlasic. It has 2 S's, I do believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
It's Sex in the City.
It's not.
What?
It is not. It is Sex and the City.
Okay, well,
I promise you.
Febreze, 1 E or 2 E's?
I want to say 1.
Doesn't look right.
It looks better with 2.
It does. All right, Mickey with suspenders. Yes, I think so.
I don't think so.
Oh wait, the white buttons look more familiar than the yellow
I think it looks better without. I don't.
Well, we're not judging his
Yeah,
acting
you're,
here. It's
you're
how
right.
you
No,
remember.
we're in the middle of this discussion, and I'm trying to tell you, no, we need to go with this Mickey because it looks better. This next one looks
Okay, we're
stupid.
just, I think he's got suspenders. You think otherwise. Funyuns. I
That's with
remember
a
with
Y.
a Y.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, I'm pretty sure.
Ready whip.
Oh, man.
Does it have an H in there with a W?
Why are you
whip,
putting an extra
whip,
H when you say it? Why are you saying it like
whip.
that? Stop that.
Miracle whip. I think there's an H.
I think there is too, so that's why I'm assuming we're wrong.
Yeah, probably.
It's
Is
just
it-
Smokey Bear.
Oh no.
It is. It is.
That blows my mind. You're probably right.
I've heard that one.
Okay. Tony the Tiger.
Oh.
Blue nose or black nose?
You answer first.
I'm going with black nose, knowing I'm
I
probably
think it
wrong.
is black nose, and I think people remember blue because the box is blue.
Yep.
That's my assumption.
Quick sidetrack on this. I remember when the voice of Tony the Tiger died. I was at
remember
work, and somebody goes, "Hey guys, did you hear the voice of Tony the Tiger died?" And not skipping a beat, I turned around and went, "That's great! I'm going to hell." All right, black
I remember
nose.
that.
Oh, it's
It's an I?
I. I think it's an I.
I think it is.
Okay. Plain white stockings or striped? I remember plain white. I don't remember.
I do
striped.
too. Stripe doesn't look right.
It looks really weird.
Yeah, that ain't
A
right.
dude taking
Okay,
a dump with his.
this
in his
one. He is. What do you think? I know the answer.
footing. Oh crap! I
Yeah.
think it's forehead.
You think that's correct because it's called the Thinker. It's on his chin.
Well, agree to disagree. Nut Ella.
I think it's just the one.
Yeah.
I think it
well.
is.
I'll click yours. Let me find out.
Ooh.
She have a black choker.
No, she does not have a black choker. No.
What color would your choker be?
Well, I mean, if it was me, I'd pick black, but I'm not a good girl. It has to be blue, doesn't it?
Black looks better to me.
Well, yeah, of course it looks sexier, but
Well,
like
I'm
you
not
said,
going
it's
down
not a
that road. I
fashion
just meant
show.
that it just reflects with my memory.
Oh, we're not going down that
I'm
road.
going black choker.
We're not delving into that yet.
11 of 20. Man, we did that. We did get the same results. Okay, let's see. I was right. Black choker.
It is black. I'll be damned.
Oh, you were right on the
Yep.
Nutella. Damn it.
I had a
You were right on the chin.
yeah. That one looks weird like that too. I agree.
We were right
Plain-
on the plain white stuff.
Okay, yeah,
Who
I
thought
can't.
she had stripes.
I know that. Yeah, that actually threw me for more of a loop than anything. Who actually remembers it that way?
Yeah, that's goofy. OxyClean,
Yeah,
we got
that's
that one right.
right.
Yeah, apparently
It is
has a
blue nose. I'll be damned.
Well, maybe they should make his costumes better because I've seen him in grocery stores and he's got a black nose. You were right,
Yeah.
Smokey Bear.
It's weird.
That one disturbs me.
It looks weird.
And there is no
Okay.
whip. There's no whip.
Well, we misremember that because of Cool Whip.
Yeah. Hey,
Fun-
we were right
yeah.
on Funyuns.
Yeah. Yep. No spenders.
That just looks so weird. Okay.
Well, there's been so many incarnations of Mickey Mouse over the
Yeah.
years.
So you were right on Sex and the
Yeah.
City. You were
Isn't
right
that
on
look
Furries.
awkward as hell?
See,
That
this
doesn't
is
look
why I
right.
fail these. Oh, we both missed Vlasic.
Oh, okay.
And we got the arrow correct.
Oh, it is cheeses.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
It's okay, America. You can say Chuck E. Cheese's. That's okay.
All right.
You are not incorrect.
No
and
tail.
Curious George without a tail is correct. Rubik's Cube.
Really?
Now, I told you it was with a K.
I'll give that one to you.
Johnny
It
Walker
is
has an
IE.
I.
Huh?
Ooh. See, I always go with a Y on that one because I hate it when somebody puts my name with an I in it. I think I'm just prejudiced against the letter I.
Well, when you spell it like that, it comes across more Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse.
So nothing was wrong with the picture.
Really? It didn't look right. But maybe that's because they were projecting that idea.
Maybe because it's kind of creepy.
Well, yeah, it's incredibly creepy.
Yeah. And we were incorrect on whiteout.
Oh, all right.
So we suck.
Well, I mean, we knew that. That
Yeah.
was a given.
That was fun.
We were gonna suck no matter what.
Right.
So yeah, it's scientifically speaking, the Mandela effect is easily explainable to debunk almost any idea that anybody can come up with, based simply off of the idea of false memories and people being swayed to thinking one. We trick ourselves. We don't even need outside interference to be fooled. So it is very strange, though. Like you said, like going through that list, you see one of those things, you're like, no, I know it's this way, and it's not. So it is a little in the head. One of the common fun little conspiracy theories behind the Mandela effect is that in 2012, when the Mayan apocalypse supposedly happened, right? They predicted that the world was going to end, and it didn't, because we're here doing the podcast.
Or did it?
Or did it? Did the world we knew end, and now the glitches in the Matrix are happening, and that's where we're getting these weird little deja vu changes. And then, of course, there's the theorism of there are, the multiverse theory. Are we getting people jarbled and swapping realities with their other alternate self, and that's why we're misremembering these things, because in that reality, that is correct. Curious George did have a tail. So there's a lot of fun little theories with this, wrapped into the big Mandela Effect tinfoil hat ball.
So shame on the illustrator of Curious George for not putting a tail. Shame.
What?
Shame on you, sir. That is messed up.
I'm trying to think of what it would be that we'd be remembering him with a tail, because there's got to be something comparable with a tail.
Just a monkey.
Well, yeah, but like a cartoon character that has a tail, and there's got to be one that we're not thinking of that would be
was
white
it like
people
the
are
big
thinking
red
of.
dog?
Clifford?
Clifford, yeah. He had a tail, right?
No, he was the size of a house. Well, yeah, of course he had a tail. He was a dog.
There you go. The books were the same size. I don't care how big he was supposed to be.
Name a dog that doesn't have a tail.
I don't know. I can name a
Don't
monkey
you
that
dare say
doesn't.
pugs. They have tails.
They have a nub.
Hey, be nice. I'll go get one and prove they have tails.
So it is really interesting, and people do like, okay, the fun with it's kind of, it'll blow your mind a few times. And right before we started this episode, I was kind of asking my wife some ones that I knew on here of that still bother me a little bit. The Fruit Loops one I knew, because when you look at it wrote out and not with the actual cereal making the letters, when you just write it out, it doesn't look right. And you almost always pick the one that spelled out fruit correctly. But when you see the image next to each other, I'm like, no, I remember that. But sometimes those things, depending on how they're presented to you, can throw you off, and that's kind of the mental trick that your brain's playing on you, to make a decision, and to it's an unimportant decision. So your brain's just like, yep, that one looks good, move on. Like, stop screwing around with this. This is kind of a waste of time. Congratulations, folks.
Yeah.
We're just wasting your time right now. But
Yeah.
it is fun. It is fun to look at and think about some of this stuff. You want to get creepy and weird with it, there's plenty of places to go look up on some of this. As Tony alluded to, possible alternate dimensions, and there's several of these quizzes you can look up, and they're like, well, you have a high chance of, you have a 70% chance that you are from a different timeline. Okay, time and space are warped, and I'm from a different timeline. Whatever. So is 70% of the country that gets all this stuff wrong.
They're supposedly layered, right? And supposedly we bleed through those layers, and that's why we get people shifting realities and falling into... there was a story... Gosh, I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head, and I'm not going to be able to, but decades ago, there was a man from a fictitious country. He had all the proper paperwork from this country, and it doesn't exist. It never existed. It was never a thing, and he basically vanished at one point after being taken into custody or whatever, because they didn't know what to do with him. That's one we need to look into. I'll find it. I'll send you the link, but that adds credence, if the story is true, to the idea of alternate realities blending together and people reality jumping without knowing they've jumped, or so on and so forth. Yeah, like I said, rabbit hole goes deep. I'll send you a link on that one because that one is a really interesting story.
So, I just found another one because I remember somebody asked me this question one time. How many seats were in JFK's limo when he was shot, and how many?
Oh,
People
dude,
how many
this
people
one
were in the car?
This one's messed up. This one's weird. Honestly, this one creeped me out when I saw it for the first time. I want to say, what are the options? What's the options given you? Does it say 4?
It's 4, 6, or 8.
It's 6.
Who were they?
I don't know, but the car looks weird now. Even now, weird. Looking at it, it's weird. Is it not?
So
that doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't look right. When everybody's sitting there thinking of the Zapruder film of the car driving, you have this picture because you had, of course, Kennedy and his wife in the back, and then and Governor Conley was right in front of Kennedy, and then most people picture the driver was right next to Connolly.
Right.
However, it was Connolly's wife was sitting next to him, and then there's another row of seats up front of the driver.
Do you have that pulled up? Can you pull that up? I don't see that.
Hold on a sec here.
Because it
really messes with you.
Yeah, I hadn't looked at that in however long. You don't look at it, every day. Does that not look just weird?
It's bananas. So even looking at it right now, if you just pop this up, you see the 4. You see Kennedy, his wife, Governor, his wife. You have to kind of look.
Yeah.
And these two are kind of hidden there. So you can see how your memory may be playing a trick on you.
Oh, absolutely.
Now. The other thing is I'm looking at this site here, when they did like reenaction or did any type of museum thoughts, the car's different.
Yeah.
And so not everybody remembers the same. This car looks normal.
Yeah.
Just a regular 4-seater. This is a replica.
This is one of those instances where I'm like, okay, I kind of believe the alternate dimension thing now, because no, that doesn't look right at all. Yet there it is. I mean, a picture of it before it happened. Then there's that.
Isn't that just weird?
It's incredibly weird. This one definitely threw me for a huge loop the first time I realized it.
There's so many.
This particular event has so many weird conspiracies by itself.
Oh, we're gonna hit JFK one of these days.
It'll be a long. Did we really need a weird Mandela effect tossed into the mixed bag that is the JFK assassination? No, we didn't need that. Come on, Mandela effect. Take it down a notch. Go home. You're drunk. You didn't need to do this to us. This is messed up. There were only 4 seats, but no, now there's 6. So yeah, it's creepy as shit.
It's yeah. So yeah, definitely someday look forward to that, folks. Is some JFK talk and how deep that one goes.
This is one of those topics. I mean, you're going to see more and more of them, and we'll just throw them out at each other because every one of them, you're just like, oh, yeah, okay, maybe it is like that. But yeah, the JFK thing, that's another rabbit hole all to itself. Whew, yikes.
So to wrap up Mandela. In the Mandela Effect, what are your thoughts, T? Are we woven into the space and time and being layered on, or are we from a different timeline and meshing with another universe? What do you think is really going on, or are we just playing tricks on ourselves?
I think it mostly boils down to the fact that our minds cannot be trusted, because like I said, our mind is always working, even when we're asleep. And we have not, still to this day, charted the entire map of the brain, right? Like, we're still trying to figure out what it all does. Since it's constantly running, since we're constantly adding more information to it, it is so easy for our mind to get jarbled with new information that it messes with the old information, and then we misremember things. It's too easy to misremember things. Like song lyrics, for example. You'll sing it one way for 20 years, and then you hear this song from, junior high, and you read the lyrics to it, and you're like, wait a minute, that ain't right. I've been singing it wrong for 15 years. That can't possibly be right.
Just don't do it when you're starting karaoke. You better have some practice, brother.
Well, at least they have the words on the screen there. Yeah, you're in the middle of the song. Wait, no.
That's the thing. I would get mad whenever we do karaoke, and I'm like, no, that is wrong. And so, about 50-50. Half the time I was right, half the time I was wrong. But when you're drinking, you don't care. You're always right.
Yeah, that's a given. But yeah, I think there I don't want to sit here and say, yes, there's credence to the alternate dimension shifting thing, because that just opens an entire different can of worms. But 95% of it is misremembering things, and you can explain it away, debunk it scientifically very easily. Like I said, like one thing makes you remember a specific thing a different way. It's just that simple.
Awesome. I think we're all in a simulation, and we're going to remember whatever we want to.
Well, that's what I really wanted to say. That's what I was going to say, but I just wanted to let you do it first.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. That's fun. You can go down all kinds of... We might touch on it again. Here's the thing. A lot of those are outdated. I want to see some new ones. There's very few that are within the last 15, 20 years. That's what I want to see. I want to see some newer ones that have some credence, and like my son would go, no. I want a 10-year-old kid to be able to go, this is a Mandela Effect.
Let me find it. Mandela Effect. There is a channel on YouTube called what is it? Where'd it go? No, I can't find it. Anyway, there's one that is doing basically weekly, up-to-date Mandela effects. Like he'll have people sending them to him all the time.
I'm sure there's a lot of bogus stuff on there.
Yeah, and like a lot of them are stupid, but then at the same time, there's been a couple I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, one the other day was, what does Woody say in Toy Story? What is one of his catchphrases when you pull his drawstring?
There's a snake in my boots.
It's boots, plural.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said boots.
Does that even make sense? There's
no,
a
it
snake
doesn't,
in
but that's
my
what
boots.
he says. It's a kid's
that's
toy.
exactly
It doesn't
right.
need to make sense.
Here it is. It's called All Time. It's got 37,000 subscribers. 21 hours ago. 5 Christmas Mandela effects. Here's 5 brand new from a week ago. Here's a Mandela Effect mystery. There's a ton of videos on here. Check this one out.
Oh, God. I'm going to waste a lot of time
Yeah,
on this. Is this
you're gonna
another
jump
flat
into this.
Earth waste of time?
No. Well, yeah, but no.
Oh, by the way, did you
bit.
see we got 1 dislike on that video?
Yes!
Yeah.
Ah! Yes!
We made
was
one
it for the
Earther
flat
pissed.
Earth? Was it for the flat Earth, or was it because you made fun of all the Democratic candidates?
Oh, I didn't even rip on the Democratic candidates that much. I think Phil
No,
did a
they
little
made
bit
it.
more.
They did that themselves.
Right,
From the
right.
sound of it.
For sure.
I mean, I'm just taking your guys' word for it because I didn't watch that circus.
Oh, it was a circus. Speaking of circus,
Segway.
Segway is perfect. I got a few circus events going on right now. As I saved some news articles and pins that I thought we could chat about.
Yes.
You tell me what road do you want to go down? You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. So
Okay.
AOC, of course. You know my opinion
God.
on her. And she's got this whole fight with the border crisis and trying to make her point about everything all the time. And normally she's very, very well prepared and is typically a force to be reckoned with, and will have all kinds of hits. I got a little 1-minute clip here that made me so happy that somebody kind of shut her up.
All right.
Let me get it pulled up here, and hopefully this streams well. And we'll go ahead.
I'm saying this is not the only paper where we've given the Secretary numerous options to secure the border and save lives.
And so the recommendation, of the many that you recommended family separation,
I recommend a zero tolerance.
which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman, with
family.
all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
Okay, well, just hit me with all those facts. Fine, whatever.
To enter the country, I have to do it through a port of entry? What?
God. How is she still a thing? Like, how has she not been ousted? Come on.
Oh, she will.
Why? Why is this still a thing?
So the other thing she did this last week, which I don't have the video of it pulled up. You can look it up. Get on YouTube and look at AOC asked to be sworn in. She gets in front of a committee. Nobody does this. Nobody gets sworn in. You sit in front of the committee
Right.
and you give testimony and you talk about what you want to talk about and you try to sway the committee to think one way or another so they'll help you vote or whatever. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. It's usually a bunch of nonsense. But she goes in and she's like, "I'd love to be sworn in," and they're like, "Excuse me, I want to be sworn in." And they're like, "We typically don't do that." She's like, "I want to be sworn in." Just so she could stand there with her hand up and have this photo op. Like, it was stupid. And they swear her in, and he was like, "Well, let the record be noted that Miss Ocasio-Cortez has been sworn in." I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then she stated no facts or anything that would need her to be sworn in. Like she gave a list of names and writing that other people did from her trip to the parking lot. I mean, the border from a couple weeks ago. The lady's crazy. She's crazy, I tell you.
God. Is she really crazy, or is she just stupid?
I think this is very calculated, to be honest. So
Okay, wow, all right.
if you see what's going on, so she just attacked Nancy Pelosi, right? And kind of did this, well, you are coming after four new Democratic women of color and silencing us. Like, she's trying to not only play she's carefully playing the race card against an old white lady who's ran things forever. She's trying to turn Nancy Pelosi into the new Hillary Clinton that everybody will hate. Everybody already hates Nancy Pelosi to an extent.
I was gonna say, what does she need help? I mean,
she's just pushing her off the ledge right now. She's just giving her push. Just push her. That's what she's doing.
talk about low-hanging fruit in politics. Give me a break.
Yeah, now I see why you hate talking about it. I think it's funny when I watch a video like that.
Oh yeah,
I just giggle.
That cracked me up. I'd never seen that. That's hilarious. He's sitting there like trying to have a real conversation with this buffoon, and she's just doing her hashtags and her hot button headline. That's all she has. Like, I'm just gonna say these things, and I'm gonna say it really sternly like this, and you're gonna agree with me because I'm saying it like this, and it's a hot button issue.
You're separating families. I just loved how he's like, if you get a DUI, I'm gonna separate you from your family.
Yeah.
I do that to an American citizen. It's not just because you're illegal.
No, this is not an illegal immigration issue. People break the law and do things against the law, and they get separated from everybody because they go to jail. You dumb ass. Oh, she's terrible.
Yeah.
She's just the worst.
She is the worst. She is fun. She is fun to watch. The memes.
Why?
My God. She is my favorite. She's probably the best thing that has happened to Facebook memes since George W. Bush left office.
I'll give you that.
I don't even know if Facebook was really a big thing back then, honestly.
No.
I don't think I joined until 2008. I don't remember.
No, it was 2005, I think, is when they opened it up. Because it started originally with you had to be in, like, college. And you had to have, like, a college email address to join Facebook. I think you had to be invited. And then I think in 2005 they opened it up to the world, and it's turned into a shit so ever since. So, yeah, she's lovely. I hate her so much. I wouldn't even order a drink from her. She would fuck up tap water, dude.
Oh, yeah, I bet. For sure. Well, okay, yeah.
I know you got another one in the holster for the crazy shit, so get off her, pull the other gun out. I know you got a good one.
Okay. I'm sure I got 2 or 3 good ones. I'll do a quick hit here. Family orders a Mona cake and gets a marijuana cake.
What?
So I'm not even sure who this. It's Mona or Moana.
Okay.
So as I read through the story,
is that the Pixar, Disney, whatever?
Let's see.
Character?
It says the birthday celebration brought a big surprise when the cake turned out to feature a marijuana leaf and a My Little Pony style illustration of a unique of an equine smoking a joint.
An equine, a horse, little pony.
Yeah,
okay.
Here we go. I'll just share this with you.
Oh God,
this is good stuff.
This is gonna be great.
So you can see.
Oh my God.
Beautiful cake. Well done.
Wow.
I love the borders. You did a really good job on the top and bottom borders. Good color distribution. Happy 25th. Who's getting a cake for the 25th birthday?
No, who's getting a Moana cake for their 25th birthday?
Fair
That's
enough.
the better question, because this is a children's movie. What 25-year-old is getting a Moana cake? See, I can understand why the person making the cake, well, it's 25th birthday, I assume they said marijuana. If they're getting a cake, what the
So, where was it here? I think they thought she said
wow.
marijuana because we are from
Wow.
South Georgia and kind of have an accent. So, Moana, marijuana.
Instead of Georgia, it's Georgia. Georgia.
Where was this bought
The
at?
dogs, Georgia.
Thank you, Dairy Queen. Way to go, Dairy Queen.
That's
Good
Dairy
job.
Queen?
Yes, that is
Oh!
Dairy Queen.
Bravo, DQ.
Bravo,
Bravo.
DQ. At least you
Wow.
didn't make a racist cake.
Well,
Thank
I was
you.
going to say, I mean, I assumed it was like a cake shop. Like, it could have been worse. They could have, not agreed to make a cake for a gay couple or something again, because
Oh,
that's a
Jesus.
thing
We
now.
don't want to go down that one.
Oh, yeah, let's just jump down another rabbit hole while we're at it. You brought this up earlier. Fill me in a little bit more on this insanity of the Area 51. What is going on here?
Okay.
You brought it up. I've been seeing memes like the last few days about screw Kyle, now I'm gonna go clap some alien butt cheeks, and I'm all confused. And then you bring it up, and so I look into it. Apparently, we've got a bunch of people organizing a Facebook event to storm Area 51. Is this what I'm understanding?
So it started as a joke. It was a Facebook invite as a joke, and of course they all do. So it starts off, and they're like, "U.S. government, this is a joke. We are not really coming to Area 51." But over 500,000 people have signed up to come and forcefully storm Area 51.
You kind of gotta say it's a joke just to take the heat off yourself when this actually happens. I mean, I didn't mean for it to happen.
So there is the problem. I'm not kidding. This probably will happen. You have 500,000 people in a few days have signed up for this. I bet out of those 500,000 people, there's 1,000 dipshits in there, and they'll show up and they're going to do
even
this.
1,000. How many of these people are going to be dead? When is this happening? September?
So that's the funniest part about this is they want to show up and storm Area 51 because there's secrets in there and we need to know what's going on. But we're going to give you till September.
Here's my thoughts.
You got till September to get all your shit
Here's
and get
my
out
thoughts.
and hide everything, or just build an arsenal or a wall. I bet Trump could build a wall across Mexico by September. What makes you think Area 51 can't secure themselves by then?
Two things about this, regardless of it being a joke. But A, why Facebook? Like, I mean, that's the most watched thing in the world now. by the FBI and the NSA and whatever. Like, that's what they're watching is Facebook. Probably the shittiest place ever to organize something like this. 2, why, oh, here we go. Why in the hell would you tell them when you're coming? Why? Why give them the heads up on when you're going to be storming? That is the worst thing you could do. Like, Chuck Norris would be so disappointed because the element of surprise is so key, folks. It's so key.
Element
and
of
here
surprise.
they dated it on Facebook.
I
Like,
love
do it
this.
on, like, 4chan or Reddit.
Storm Area 51. They can't stop us all. Yeah, they can. They sure
Yes,
can.
they can. And they will. Guess what? None of you are making it in. Not one of you.
Dear God.
If they have
I hope
alien
this
technology back there, you think any one of you is getting in that gate? No, you're not. And if you do, you're not making it much further.
I really
Oh,
hope
look
this
at that.
happens. I really hope this happens.
What is that?
Oh, stupid tweets.
Oh, here we
post
go. Oh,
stupid
yeah.
things.
All right.
You know, that's not an AR thing on somebody's phone, is it?
That's the one.
Jesus.
That's the one I saw earlier. The hey, Mom, stop at Area 51. I want to get an alien. Nah, we got aliens at home. Aliens you have at home, and it's a picture of a Mexican.
That's nasty. Awesome.
So, okay, when this happens, because it's gonna happen, you're gonna, yeah, like you said, you're gonna get like 1,000 of these idiots to show up. They're gonna do this. when like 500 of those 1,000 are dead, and the other 500 are in custody, what are they gonna do? Like, what do you do with them at that point? You'd have to open a new prison just for these idiots to put them in.
You think the migration crisis and the border crisis is a problem right now. Just wait until they try to storm this damn place. September, build a wall is gonna get even bigger, man. Holy crap.
This is gonna be
Trump's
the
gonna
start
love this.
of something so stupid, because now this is gonna be like a monthly thing after the big one, right? When the first one is just gonna be a monthly thing. A bunch of people are just gonna start storming the gates, and now we're gonna have we're gonna have to dump money into Area 51 to prevent all the yahoos from trying to get in. This is great. I'm so happy I pay taxes.
Yeah. Why don't that 500,000, 500,000 people, like, go, storm the White House and demand, we do, I don't know.
Oh,
Pick a
you're
topic.
talking...
Pick a topic. We could do something better with 500,000 people than try to chase after these fake aliens.
Okay, but 500,000 on Facebook is like 20,000, because 480,000.
Because half of them are doing it for the fuck of it.
Well, no, 480,000 of those are burner accounts. I mean, I got like 2 myself.
They're all Russian trolls and bots.
Well, yeah, because as soon as you start getting flagged on one, you got to make a new one so you don't get flagged on it. I'm up now on my backup now. I've had 2 24-hour bans, so I think my next step's a week.
Yeah, what happened this last time? If you guys didn't know,
Oh my God,
Tony's on another suspension on Facebook.
it was only a 24-hour one. That one was over. Okay, so I was on a wrestling discussion page about AEW, which would be the newer promotion, right?
Which is kind of, honestly, Tony, I didn't watch the full
Oh,
thing.
okay.
You asked me to watch it.
Yeah.
'cause
How far did you get?
I used to be a big WCW fan way back in the day when I was a kid. I used to always love Thunder. I love Monday Night Nitro. And when WCW went away, I kind of fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
So I only found the 1 hour thing. I couldn't find the full
Okay.
3 hour
You watched
deal.
the
The 1 hour
pre-show.
thing, the pre-show was horrible. It was the dumbest thing ever. Like the tag
Thank
team match
you.
had moments. The tag team match had small moments. But overall, it was terrible. I was like, this is something me and you would have put on in high school.
No, ours was better. was
Probably less athleticism, but
So okay, yeah.
let's be honest.
They've done 2 shows now, and that was their second show. There's another one on tonight. Every pre-show they put on a good match, and then 2 really bad matches, or 1 really bad match. The first one was a horrible battle royal. tonight's bad match is the guy that was on the outside, the male librarian. He's in a match against a person named Sonny Kiss, who is African American, dresses like a woman.
Okay.
So it's going to be a disaster,
So
and it's going to get shit
we're
on.
pandering to the trans community now.
Well, and I sent you that podcast of Jim Cornette reviewing that show.
How many trans people watch pro wrestling, do you think? I mean,
Well-
okay, so trans people are what, 0.02% of our population. Of that 0.02%,
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with that is he said that Sonny Kiss looked like he'd just gotten done doing a drag show at the Tropicana. It's a funny line, and now he's in hot water because he said it, because you can't say that, even though it's probably accurate. So
you can't say anything.
AEW is a mixed bag. There's a lot of good, and there's a lot of bad. But I'm on this discussion page on Facebook, coming full circle.
Yeah. So full circle, back to why did Tony get kicked off Facebook again?
So this guy says Brandy Rhodes is really annoying. Brandy Rhodes would be the wife of Cody Rhodes, who is the son of legendary Dusty Rhodes. Cody and Brandy are high VP executives in this new AEW company. Well, Brandy Rhodes is annoying, is the comment. I said, annoying. Okay, she's probably supposed to be, but really, you find that's annoying you? Really? That's annoying? She's not even naked in this picture, okay? There's no nudity. And that got flagged in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Nobody could have reported in that time. Instantly flagged. Just like that, I said, yeah, I would like a review because there's no nudity. That's stupid. You're being stupid. I see worse stuff than that all the time. Well, about 12 hours later, they got back to me. No, it does not meet our community guidelines.
So
I'm sorry, but you're 24 hours. Well, I got like 10 left anyway, so whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, I think the next step's like a week.
That's crazy.
Because I'm still on a 30-day ban on my main account.
So real quick, for the folks watching this, if that offended you, deal with it. I see worse stuff on that on TV every single day.
Well, exactly.
I see worse stuff flipping through Facebook on my phone every day. I see just the craziest stuff on news articles, more provocative than that. Like,
Well, it's
that's
my fault.
crazy.
It's my fault because there's not a baby sucking on her boob. She's covering it with her hands. If there was a baby on her boob, then it would have been fine, and Facebook would have apologized to me.
So real quick, not that we're against breastfeeding. Do
No,
what you
not
want,
at all.
ladies. Don't care.
Do whatever
Whatever.
the hell you want. It's
This
your
isn't
body.
this isn't an anti-feminist thing. This is just a ridiculous cutting people out of conversations and kicking people off of platforms for stupid stuff.
Yes.
That's what this is about. It has nothing against you, ladies.
No,
Do
not
what
at
you
all.
want.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Like, you can do that. Like, you can do that. That's okay because it's mother nurturing a child. But you can't just cover the boob because that's filthy. That filthy, filthy titty. Nobody wants to see that filthy titty. Cover it up. It's disgusting.
Unless you're Chris Farley. If you're Chris Farley, you can do whatever you want with a shirt off and cover your titties.
Well, no, he'd do so good now. Like, it's too bad he's not around because, like, he would flourish in 2019, man. He could get away with so much stuff. It's art, you don't understand. Come on, it'd be great.
It would be. It
It would be.
definitely would be.
Yeah, that's one we shouldn't have lost so soon. Gosh.
Yeah.
And, speaking of Farley, he was originally supposed to be Shrek, right? Have you, instead of Mike Myers? Yeah, he was supposed to be Shrek.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, there's actually some. I think he actually recorded some dialogue for the movie before, right when he passed away. He had actually, I think, recorded some dialogue for it. Go check that out. It's kind of a different take on the character, and you really go, okay, this would have been. I don't know if better's the right word, but it definitely would have been different, and it still would have been really good. But yeah, check that out. He was originally supposed to be Shrek.
That would have been interesting. I didn't mind Shrek, and I probably wouldn't have minded him taking Shrek. But I don't know. What about Mike Meyer? Man, that guy, like, where's he been? He made all of his money? And he's done?
Well, I think that, what was the last movie he made? Was that he was like a sultan or something? What the hell was it?
Does he need to make movies anymore?
No, God, no. He does.
The dude's just got to be swimming in coins right now. Like,
Is he?
That cartoon, the cartoons of like, you know, Daffy Duck and Donald Duck like diving into a pool of gold and like spitting out coins. That's what Mike Myers is doing.
Well, every year they say he's making a new Austin Powers movie, and then it never comes out. So I don't even know if I want to see it. At this point, I don't want to see an Austin Powers 4. You just don't do it. Don't do it because it's going to be sad.
Unless you kill him off, I don't want to see it.
Well, that'd be okay then. But I mean, he's going to be half the cast. He's way too old to be getting latex slathered on him for a year that it would take to film this. But no, just don't do it. We don't need a good guy Dr. Evil and 90 other guys you dress up as. It's just going to be him in different costumes talking to himself. Oh god, that's going to be terrible. And
like,
Seth Green.
Yeah, between that and like Eddie Murphy learned, he just stopped. Like, thank God.
Oh, dude, no, don't even. Gee, there you go. There you go. Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, fat suit, and bring in Tyler Perry, and we're just gonna get all the. And Dana Carvey can jump in there too. It's gonna be great. We got a license to print money here. I hope Hollywood is listening.
Too bad Robin Williams isn't still around because we.
Oh man,
round it up with some Doubtfire.
Damn. This has been so good.
Everybody ran with that idea. They just never gave it up.
Well, it's because it's so golden.
It's
you're
not
gonna make...
golden. I honestly, don't get me wrong. Mrs. Doubtfire, when it first came out, that was pretty funny. Some of these other ones, though, what the hell? Like, it got old. It got old quick.
Well, yeah, it's man. It's taking one idea and beating it to death with a stick, and then lighting the carcass on fire, and then having your way with it. That's what this is. And yeah, we can stop with the Medea movies and the.
Oh dear God, the Medea! I never even watched one all the way through. They have been so painful to even watch a preview. Yeah. I can't bring myself to watch it.
No, no, thank you. Hard pass. Hard pass.
All right. Well, I got one last news story to discuss with you. I don't know if you had any, but I'll give it a shot here. Oklahoma man arrested in stolen car with snake, gun, open bottle of whiskey, and uranium.
Whoa, okay. Well, it started interesting and then took a huge left turn there at the end. I get the whiskey. I guess I can understand the snake, but why the uranium?
So, I'll read through this here. So, yeah. So he was pulled over. So he was charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, transporting an open container, and driving on a suspended license after police initially pulled him over for having expired tags. So he's got a stolen car.
Right.
He's got open liquor, suspended license, and expired tags. Like,
that all checks out.
Like, this guy's super smart. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. You're actually talking about Jake the Snake, right?
Right. So
like
backup was immediately called, and a firearm was reportedly located in the glove compartment. Police also found an open bottle of whiskey, the driver and under the passenger and driver seats, but noted that not much was missing from the containers. So he wasn't drunk. Well, maybe he was. I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, yeah, because a little bit missing from the bottle. That's all he'd had to drink that day. Yeah, okay.
Another gal in the vehicle with him was also found to be a convicted felon. Was also arrested and charged with possession of a firearm after a felony conviction because the gun was within arm's reach of this felon. So
good place for it. Yep.
Bad play for her. Should have sat in the back seat, lady. That would have helped.
You're not going to sit in the back seat with the uranium.
Well, I don't know. Well, no, here's why she's not in the back seat, because in the back seat of the SUV, they noticed a terrarium. And in the terrarium was a timber rattlesnake.
Oh, my God.
And that was directly next to a rod of powdered uranium. That is radioactive at low levels, but was radioactive.
Man, and I thought I had a messed up weekend last week.
How'd you like to be these cops?
No, because I got to deal with uranium and snakes and drunken whiskey tango couple with all sorts of bad stuff going on. No, like, this is why these. If you're gonna just, as a cop, if you're just gonna shoot first, ask questions later,
This is the guy
this
to
is when
shoot.
you do it.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the one. You not the unarmed dude. No, not
Stop
the
shooting
pregnant
unarmed
lady.
black dudes out in the
Yeah.
ghetto. Like,
Find these people.
this
shoot
dude's got
them.
a snake, uranium, a gun, and whiskey. This is a problem. Shoot this dude.
Yeah, because it's not going to get better from here. Like, it's just going to get worse. Plutonium next? That's the next step, and he's going to have a grizzly bear in a fucking RV. I don't.
So, continuing on, police were not able to charge Jennings because investigators found the amount of uranium he had was legal and could be purchased on sites like Amazon.com. You can buy uranium on Amazon.
Well,
WTF, brother?
dude, all I'm going to say, you need to step it up there at Walmart. Because I can't go into Walmart and buy uranium. I was just there. I didn't buy any uranium because it wasn't there. That's why I didn't buy any.
So
I'm
the
getting
suspect,
on Amazon now.
the suspect said that the man joked with arresting officers he was actually planning to build a super snake before explaining. He's planning to build a super snake before explaining that the scraps of metal he collects for a living and got the uranium from a rod taken out of an instrument meant to detect radiation. He also lucked out on being charged with possession of a dangerous animal, as it is snake season in Oklahoma, and he had the proper hunting license in order to handle the snake. Okay, so
What the?
I got problems with Oklahoma here.
Oh, man.
So Oklahoma, what's your limit on radiation? First off, like, what's your limit? What's your uranium level that you have to arrest this guy?
Oh, man.
How do you get a proper hunting license without a driver's license? The driver's license is suspended. How did you? I don't know. I don't know how their state and parks work and hunting permits work, but sounds a little fishy to me. I think we got some problems here in Oklahoma.
We need to tweak some things here with their ability to gain access to everything, apparently, because, uranium, rattlesnakes, and everything. Okay, that's
But at least the
great.
guy was joking. He's
Well,
joking.
yeah.
I'm gonna make a super snake. I love it.
Was he?
That's funny as hell.
Was he joking?
That's what the arresting officer said. Is that
Sure.
the suspect was actively joking and planning to build a super snake.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that's true, and it's probably not. So, yeah, look out for super snakes in Oklahoma. Good luck, Sooner fans.
That's what she said.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
that's 3. That
Yep.
wasn't as good as the other 2. But.
I don't know, that's pretty good.
All right, we'll take it. You got
That's a-
anything, T? That
No.
one was pretty epic. That one's hard to top.
That's a good note to end on. I think we're going to go check out the old county fair and see what crappy rides we can go waste some money on.
Oh, the
Get a corn
county
dog.
fair.
Yeah, ooh.
Oh dear God!
All the rides showed up this year, so it's going to be epic.
All 12 of them.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's 12.
Swings, a Ferris wheel, probably an octopus, and a whole bunch of kiddie rides. Same
Don't
shit
forget-
every year.
Unless there's a Sizzler, it's not a county fair.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Sizzler. Nobody even rides that damn thing. Why do they always bring it?
No, because all it does is jerk your back up. I always have to visit the chiropractor after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you know how it was, but we're gonna go check that out. That's what we're going to do.
Right on. What do you want to talk about next week, T?
I don't know. We covered so much. We got a list of stuff. I'm gonna have to take a gander at it, and we'll have to pick one out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got a lot to think about. So, still waiting to hear back from you folks. What do you want to hear about? I get a few text messages here and there, but none of them are serious. So I'm not talking about half of that crap. So you know who you are. Piss off.
Fair enough.
I have some awesome friends and family. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you have to share some of those, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, All right.
All right.
That'll wrap it up for tonight, folks. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, like, share, subscribe. Keep in contact with us. Let us know what you want to hear about. Appreciate everybody tuning in once again. Thank you, Tony, for jumping on. Love you, folks. Thanks for listening in. Tony, anything you want to say to the folks as we sign off?
Caramel Bugles. Really good.
Awesome. Good night, folks.
Later.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.